What is your name?
My name is Melanie Ann Foraker. What is your full name?
Major Powers?
What about your middle name?
Alistair?
Major Alistair Powers.
Where were you born?
I,
Where?
where? I was born in the United States. I was born in Elwood, Indiana. So, where were you born?
San Diego, California.
Okay, all right.
What year were you born?
Oh my, I was born a long time ago
Oh
in
God.
1968. What year were you born?
May 12th, 2017. May 12th, 2017. 2017.
2017. So 1968 to 2017.
What language do you speak?
I speak English. What language do you speak?
English too. How did you get to school?
Okay, so when I was going to school, I went to school in Iowa, which is in the middle of the United States, and I had to walk
How,
from my house to the school.
how
And
far was it?
what'd you say?
How far was it?
That's a good question. I didn't, in my mind as a kid, it was far. It was probably a good 10 blocks, 10 to
Like
12 blocks. What
two?
made it interesting is when it was winter time, I had to put
No.
I had to put on a snowsuit and snow boots and walk to school through the snow, and I
Yeah, but
had like a scarf around my face and mittens on my hands. So
yeah, but that would be so nice though.
I understand that you think it would be so nice, but it was quite an ordeal just to get ready to walk to school.
And all that stuff is heavy.
What about you just eat the snow?
Oh, I did eat the snow. Just don't eat the yellow snow.
Why?
Why do you think it got yellow?
Because pee. A dog pee.
Yes. Now, how do you get to school?
A car.
So what, you just get chauffeured to school?
Yeah, I just get a car.
Now, see, that
Mommy had to
sounds
spend 2 hours getting ready.
And I like take like 10 minutes to get ready.
yeah. So see, to me that sounds nice, but to you what I did sounds pretty cool. Oh, now a couple years when it wasn't snowing, I would roller skate to school instead of walk. I had roller skates and I would roller skate to school.
Man, I want to roller skate. How did you call people then when you were a kid?
So we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have iPads. We didn't have any of that. We had telephones and it was called a landline and it looked something like this
Well,
and it was plugged into the wall and
so
you could talk to people and
what
walk
about
in the house, but you could only walk as far as the cord would let you walk.
what about a wall phone?
Yeah, I had a wall phone. I just don't have one to show you. But again, it was attached to the wall and it had a cord like this, and you would have to hold it and talk into it. This is where you would talk, and of course, this is where you would listen. And that's how we called people. How do you call people?
iPad.
Yeah.
Mm.
And what's really cool is you can actually FaceTime people, can't you? Like you can talk to them and see them.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're doing
We
right now.
we could not do that. We could not do that when I was your age.
How did you watch TV shows? Oh no, this is gonna be a bad one. I know it already.
Oh, well,
It's gotta be a television. I just know it. Old TVs with the antennas.
old TVs with antennas. And you know how
Yeah.
many channels we got?
What? Probably
Four.
like
I got four channels.
yeah, but now at houses, we got like 10 billion channels.
10 billion. And the
And
TVs that I had were small. They were really small.
you
So,
know what?
But they were thick, right?
Yeah, they're thick boy.
well, they
And you
were like
can
a big piece of furniture almost, a big piece of furniture. Oh, and guess what? Guess what? Guess what? If
what?
I wanted to change the channel, do you think I had a remote?
Nope.
No, I had to get up off my chair
Oh
and
yeah, and there's like little
change.
knobs.
Yep, change the channel with the knobs, or if the volume, oh, I needed to put the volume up, I actually had to go to the TV and turn the knobs. So that was very
Yeah,
different.
and also
How do you watch TV?
85-inch flat screen.
Yeah,
Or just 80.
yeah, that's quite different. So
Yeah, that's also thin. What was your favorite TV show?
So I thought about this and I decided I wanted to tell you what my favorite TV show was in 1975 when I was 7 years old because you're 7 years old. So I was looking up TV shows, and in 1975 there were two that I loved. It was called The $6 Million Man, and the other one was The Bionic Woman. So it was about these two people that had gotten into like an accident and they almost died, but to save them, they had to put in bionic or robotic parts into their bodies. So they had like one guy had the $6 million man had a bionic eye, and it was like he could see through buildings. He could see through things with his
What so that
bionic
means
eye. The
he can
woman had a bionic ear, so she could hear conversations really far away, and they could run really fast. And the TV show had cool sound effects whenever they would jump, and they would jump up high, and there was these
it's
cool sound effects.
like
So
Super Mario, like oh
not exactly, but close. So that I was looking up TV shows when I was 7. So what are your favorite TV shows?
loading, loading, loading. Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, I also like another one. Loading, 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 loading.
What other one? True?
Yep.
True in the Rainbow Kingdom.
And Inside Out in Moana.
So one of my favorite memories of watching TV when I was a kid was watching Star Trek, and it always came on super late, so I didn't get to watch it very often, but once in a while, um, my mom and dad would wake me up, and they would let me watch it with them. And I love Star Trek even to today. So Star Trek, if I have to think of a TV show when I was little, was Star Trek the original.
Oh, you love Polly.
Wally.
And what? Okay, yeah,
I like Wally.
that is good. What's the next question?
When what was your favorite game to play as a kid? I don't think there's any games.
We had games.
Oh,
I loved Clue, the board game Clue. That was
oh.
probably my absolute
Yeah, but
favorite
you know what? They're
game.
on. They're they're now on iPads.
Yes. So this was a board game. You'd sit around the table with a group of friends and you'd roll the dice and you'd move the pieces by hand. So that was my favorite board game. But I do have to tell you, when I was little, they came out with one of the first TV console games called Atari, and I played Space Invaders. And that was one of my favorite, you know, what do you call it? Video games. Duh. I couldn't think of it. What are some of your favorite games that you like to play or board games?
Mm. I'm probably gonna say TV games because
Absolutely.
tear it down.
Okay.
It's not a TV game, it's a PlayStation game.
What
Hold
is
on.
it? What's it about? Like what do you do in this game?
Destruction!
Destruction. Excellent.
I like
Showed it to me.
destruction.
Did you showed it to me when I was there and visited. Yeah. Okay.
I like
Cool.
destruction.
Very cool.
Let's see. Oh.
You
Connect Four.
and that okay. Now do you play Connect Four the actual game
Yeah,
Connect Four? So you're
yeah,
putting
yeah,
the pieces in with your
yeah,
hands.
yeah. One.
Nice.
How did you take pictures when you were a kid?
So again, I had a camera and it had like a flash bulb and you put film in it. I had
On.
to buy a roll of film, put it in the camera. You take pictures. Now, when you took a picture, you didn't get to preview it. You just took the picture and you hoped that it was a good one because once you used up the film, you would take it to a store, drop it off. They would develop the film for you, and then a week later, you'd get the pictures in a packet. And it was so exciting because you sometimes you forgot what pictures you took. So,
Ooh,
but then when I got a little bit older, they came out with a Polaroid camera. And again, you'd have to
I
put
like
the
Polaroids because you don't know what they look like because they start really dark and then you have to shake them.
yes, yes. So that was new technology when I was I don't know, I'd have to look up the year, but probably I was like 11 or 12 years old, and the Polaroid was new, exciting technology.
I want a Polaroid camera.
That's funny. You want to go in the past. You want to go back in the past. So how do you take pictures today?
Well, I actually don't take pictures. I do
Oh,
videos.
there you go. Videos.
I just watch my own videos instead of taking pictures.
What do you use to take videos?
iPad. Last one. How did you listen to music?
We did have record players and listened to albums.
I have a
And
record player.
And then we went to cassette tapes, and you needed a cassette recorder to play the music. But quite honestly, a lot of times I just listened to the radio. I would listen to the radio in the morning and get ready for school and just hope. I kept hoping that they would play a song that I liked. But
I,
yep, that's how I listen to music. What about you? How do you listen to music?
on an iPad, and sometimes they actually have videos of music.
Oh, music videos. Yep.
Music videos.
Nani, that was what, in the 80s when they started coming out with music videos, MTV.
MTV, it was music
Music
videos. That's when we started to have
television.
more than four channels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, music videos was like the best.
Will,
What?
what is something you think we will have into
In the
in the future?
What is something we'll have in the future?
Yeah, and I
Okay,
know.
Well, I'm thinking, okay, I'm thinking along the lines of communication. So I'm thinking instead of just FaceTiming or this video chat, that I'll be in my room and then you will be like a hologram standing in front of me, and then you'll be in your room and I'll be a hologram standing in front of you, and we can actually talk and interact that way. So that's one thing I
Yeah,
think.
but then it ends up in our brains.
Well, that's the danger with all this crazy technology. It's all going to end up in our brains.
But
What
you
do
know
you
what?
what do you think's going to happen in the future?
I have two of them. The Wally like things, the chairs, the Wally chairs for the fat people, and Wally. You even know those
You know what he's talking about? The
Yes.
cheers.
the chairs that are in Wally for the people that don't even want to walk and see the
Okay.
also teleportation.
Oh man, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, because I would just have a ginormous teleporter in my room that goes to your state.
Yeah, I want that right now, that
Me too.
technology. So what I would do, I'll pop up in your bedroom at 2 in the morning.
Oh God, no! What?
I'll be like standing over you, watching you sleep.
Yeah, but when I wake up, and I'll fall into pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be great. Teleportation, that would be the best.
I'll just do this.
And then Major would do it to Braden. And as soon as Braden opened his eyes, he'd say, "Want to play Roblox?"
This is a great interview. You should do a podcast.